Good day and welcome to the channel TT Forex. In this video we're going to look into candlestick anatomy. You still remember the previous video we spoke about how you should not memorize candlestick names, because those names are just fancy names. There is nothing much to them. You will lose the focus of what really transpired during the candlestick formation. So in this video we're going to dissect a candlestick and see what really happens during the formation of a candlestick, which is the story behind the printing of a specific candlestick. So we're going to start with the basics, and this video is just about a basic candlestick as we know them. We are going to look into those fancy names later on in other videos, but this one is only about the basic candlestick as we know them. Looking at this one here, this is a basic candlestick. We know this candlestick as it is. It is a bullish candle. As you can see, the open is lower than the close. The market opened here and then closed higher than it opened, so this is kind of a bullish candle. It has those little thingy protruding from both ends of the candlestick, which means this is the high, this is the low. So you can just see the physical anatomy of it. That's the body, those are the wicks. So it's a candlestick, but what story does it tell you? You could say it's telling you that the market has a bullish sentiment, and yes, because the previous candle is a bullish candle, so which means it makes logical sense for you to say the next candle can be a bullish one. But it doesn't tell you much of a story, so you need to go down to the lower time frames. If this was a daily candle, you can consider going down to the 1 hour candlestick chart to see what really transpired during the formation of this candle, because this is a 24-hour trading session just summarized into one tiny candle. A lot has happened during the formation of this candlestick. A lot has happened during the formation of these wicks, this body. So you have to make sure that you go down to the lower time frame, read the story behind the formation of this candlestick. It will tell you much more than just looking at one candlestick. Okay, here we go. This is just a zigzag line and some boxes drawn on it, but trust me, this is the candlestick. I cannot say it is exactly the one we saw the previous one. This one here, no, it's just a classic example. So let's say we were looking at that candlestick. This is the story a candlestick can be formed out of. A single candlestick can be a summary of all this jargon happening here. So in that specific trading session, the market opened here. Oh, sorry about that. The market opened here and then went up. Let's just pull up a pen. It opened here, traded down, made a low, traded up, made a high, and then closed here. Can you see that? This is now let's suppose it's an hourly time frame. You were looking at the daily, now you went down to the hourly time frame. This is some sort of story you will see on the lower time frame, but looking at the higher time frame, you can just see this as a single candlestick, like I highlighted here by this box, and then these could be the wicks, the lower wick, and this one be the upper wick. I'm sorry, I'm not such a good artist, but that's basically what happened during this story, So By looking at the lower time frame, we will be able to see the sentiment of the market. The single candlestick on the daily couldn't tell you much, but here you can see that the market traded down and then made a classic inverse head and shoulders, which is a reversal pattern, by the way, and then it shot up right here where it made a high, which was represented by the wick. You can see that this is a classic double double top, which has been broken. The neckline has been broken and retested, so there is a possibility that the market can go down. That's exactly what is happening behind the scenes of that candlestick. So by looking at a single candlestick, you cannot really see exactly what's happening on the lower time frames. The lower time frames are the stories behind a higher time frame candlestick. So this was a bullish example, so we are going to look at let's try to have these lines out, and then yeah, this was a bullish candlestick. Let us look at the bearish candlestick. This is a classic example of a bearish candlestick, which is the open is lower than the open is higher than the close, so the market traded down during that session with those thingy hanging up and down of the candle. So this is the high, the low. So from looking at it, you will tell yourself, okay, well, this is a bearish candle, so which means the next candle could be bearish. Yes, you could be right and wrong at the same time, because looking at what really transpired behind the scenes of this candlestick, there is a lot that can go wrong if you just short based on the candlestick from the higher time frame. Let's suppose this was the previous one was the daily. This is what really happened on the hourly chart. The market opened. This is the trading session of that day, represented by a single candlestick. So when you go down to the lower time frame, the market opened, it traded higher, it made an equal high to the open, and then traded higher, broke the high and made a new high. It made a new low which is higher than this one, which means you can say it's an uptrend already, but it failed to break the high, the previous high. It failed to make a new higher high. It made a double top instead and made a new low which is lower than the previous low, which you can say it's already downtrending. It made a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, a lower high, and equal low. So which means this here speaks volume. You do not know what will really happen. Maybe it can break the low, or it can go up. So by looking at the lower time frames, you will be able to see the story behind that single candlestick, what really transpired during the formation of that candlestick, and you will be able to make informed decisions as to where the market is likely to go after this candle close. So this is in a nutshell what really happens behind the scenes of the candlesticks. We are going to look at more into the specific candlesticks, the armors, the shooting stars, the marubotsus, and whatnot. But for this video, we were looking at the basic candlesticks as we know them. I hope this was informative to you guys, and please stay tuned. We're still going to make a lot of informative videos just for you to understand the anatomy of candlesticks, the stories behind them. So I would like to thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much.